Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is of course again about new makeup releases, mostly about the indie world, mostly colorful, mostly really happy and positive, because that is what we're doing here. Sweetie, if you just found me, I'm Leorah. I'm a makeup artist and stylist, and that is my job. And what I'm doing here and what I'm trying to promote is positivity, is life, is happiness, is a color and being creative and just being whichever way you want to be. And that is what I'm doing. So if you like that, then please check out my channel and subscribe, because that would just be so great. Okay, so sweeties, I am incredibly tired. You have no idea. I just slept like 3.5 hours last night, and so you gotta cut me some slack. But considering how tired I am, I'm very proud of myself that I'm still here and I'm still filming for you. Okay, sweeties, I have a long list, and also as last time, I have to say by the end of this video, if you get that far, you will thank me. You will thank me for introducing you to so many beautiful things. Okay, let me just go into my list, because we are gonna go in with a bang. Okay, the first thing actually is one that I'm not 100% sure if I showed you a sneak peek, if I talked about this already. I just wanted to include it because it is really pretty, and that is the Paranormal Palette from Cursed Cosmetics. This is how it looks. It's a 12 pan palette. It has 4 pressed glitters. It has, I think, also 2 shimmers, and the rest is mattes, and I think this is a really beautiful palette. If you ask me, it is kind of a light spring palette, but it still has some kick to it, you know, some spunk, and I really like that. So yeah, that is from Cursed Cosmetics, the Paranormal Palette. In case you want to check this out, this retails for $28. Then I definitely needed to update you on this one. This is the newest palette from Alien Cosmetics. This is available for pre-order now. It might be sold out. I don't know, I haven't checked, but this I have pre-ordered, obviously, because I'm a huge fan of Alien Cosmetics. That is not a new thing for me to announce here. I ordered this and it's beautiful. I cannot even believe how beautiful. And it's so, it's really weird, honestly, because usually, if you know me just a tiny little bit, you know that I am not into like weird placements of shades and weird shapes of palettes. Well, this is not a weird shape of a palette. Just saying, also placement within the palette, it can really distract my eye and make me crazy, and I'm not too much into it. But in this case, doesn't bother me at all, you know. It is just so beautiful and so well done, and I'm just in absolute awe what they're doing. Alien Cosmetics, big fan right here, just saying. Okay, and for all of you, of course, if you want to order something from Alien Cosmetics, I do have a code with them. In case you want to use it, all my codes are in the description box down below. Okay, so you have 12 shades here. You have 2 chameleon shades, you have 1 duochrome, you have 3 shimmers, and you have 6 mattes. And the estimated shipping date is at some point in June. Okay, so this is gonna take some time, but this is so pretty, like so pretty. Okay, so anyway, let us move on to a palette from Makeup Revolution. This is another installment of the Forever Flawless series. I have personally the Forever Flawless Ice palette, which I actually like the most of all of my Forever Flawless, or actually of all of my Revolution palettes, I would almost say. Is that true? Maybe. It might be true, but anyway, it's one of my favorites among my Revolution palettes. Okay, so they're coming out with another one. This, I'm not 100% sure honestly what this is called. It's like the Butterfly Forever palette or something like this. So yeah, that is what it looks like. It's of course a very subdued color scheme, and if you like that, then you might want to check this out. This retails for £10 or €12 or $15. Okay, so in case you are interested in that. Then I also wanted to show you this one here from Creature Cosmetic Labs. That might be the first time I'm talking about this brand. I think so, and I'm also not 100% sure what this palette is called. I can't really tell you, and I don't want to say something wrong if I find out by the time I'm editing this or something. Or you know what, I'm gonna try to put it into the description box where I'm listing all of the releases. I'm gonna try. But anyway, this is the palette, super vibrant neon, really cool, honestly, and this is how it looks. So in case you want to check out that brand, I don't have more information, and I don't have a price, and I don't have... Do I know when this is live? I don't know that either. It might be live already for all I know. I have no idea. So anyway, just in case you want to check out a Creature Cosmetic Labs, then you can do that. Then I wanted to show you a sneak peek, which is so beautiful, honestly. So beautiful, and that is from Prolux Cosmetics, and they're sneak peeking this one here, and this is the Vintage Beauty palette coming at some point soon. I don't have a date, but I just really like this, you know. I really like this packaging, and it just, okay, so there's a skull. There's a skull, which is not maybe the happiest theme ever, but besides that, with the flowers and this vintage writing there in the background and all of that, I just feel like this is so cool, you know. This is so cool, like bringing life and death together kind of a thing, you know. So I really think this is really pretty, and I shall be updating you once I know what this looks like. Then I definitely also wanted to talk about Tammy Tanuka, inspired Sigil Tammy Tanuka, because she's coming out with new shades. She's coming out with 2 sets, and each set has 6 shades. So one is basically cold browns and one is warm browns, as you can hopefully see here. Now, what I really wanted to show you, because I'm personally not too much into browns, as you know, but what I definitely wanted to show you is actually just the creativity in the shade names. The shade names, sweeties, she is incredible. Like, okay, let's just see. One of the shades, for example, is called Child of the Desert Fox. Like, how brilliant is this? Or Mistress of Red Cats. She's brilliant. She's just brilliant. You know, absolutely beautiful. Searching Heart, or She Who Moves Dunes. I have no words for stuff like this. You know, this is what absolutely catches me with her brand, even more than her shadows probably, because just going to the website and reading the shade names is absolutely incredible. If you have time on your hands, do that. Anyway, those sets should be already live on her website, in case you want to check it out. Then I also wanted to talk to you about YCH Cosmetics, and that is their brand, the Je ne sais quoi palette. I have a feeling that I spoke about this, or maybe about a sneak peek of this, but this is how the palette looks, in case I haven't showed you yet, because sometimes I just get overwhelmed with the total sheer amount of things that I'm talking about here on my channel. So this is the Je ne sais quoi palette. This has 12 shades. This is coming soon. I don't have a price and I don't have a date as of right now when I'm filming this, but I think this looks really pretty. It's kind of, it gives me, what vibe does it give me? Does it give me? Yeah, I'm tired, I told you. This gives me, I don't know, some magical thing, you know? Something magical. Yeah, so anyway, let's also talk about Be Beautiful Cosmetics. They're coming out with the Sunset Eyeshadow Palette, which gives me very much vibes of the Sunset Horizons palette from Beauty Bay, from the Beauty Bay brand, which I own. Yeah, and this is how she looks. I think palettes like this make a lot of sense. I personally love big palettes. I love palettes that have a color scheme that is easy to work with, it, because this is easy to work with. These are all colors mostly that are next to each other in the color wheel, which just blend into each other. It's gonna be super nice to create looks with this. So yeah, this is the Sunset palette. I don't know why I have such trouble pronouncing Sunset. 30 shades with mattes and shimmers. This is available now, in case you want to check it out. I think, again, palettes like this make a lot of sense and are really beautiful. Then I need to tell you something, sweeties. Oh dear Lord. Okay, be prepared. Okay, just take a second and prepare yourself mentally for something super stunning. You ready? Are you sure? Look at this. Asgard Queen Cosmetics. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. It might be Osgard. I don't know. Queen Cosmetics. This is the Nerthus Temple Eyeshadow Palette. Sweeties. Really? I'm dying. This is beautiful. 6 shades, greens and blues. It says here it's mineral eyeshadows, it's cruelty free, it's organic. It's available now for $26. Yeah, $26 on Etsy. It's not even real. It's not even real. And you know how I'm feeling about 6-pan palettes. But I kind of get the idea, you know, I'm getting into it. This is stunning. Absolutely super well done and done. Like, really, I can't even say anything. Speechless. Hashtag speechless. Okay, then another new brand, and I'm going to struggle with this name, Chicana Cosmetics. I think if you have no idea, just check the list of the brands in the description box, okay? So this is the Trip Out eyeshadow palette. This has 3 matte neutrals. Altogether it has 8 mattes, it has 1 pressed glitter, and it has 2 duochromes, and it retails for $31, and it's available now. This also, it has a bit of a mystical vibe to it, and I really like that because I love palettes like this. I think it's super pretty. Chicana or something like that. Okay, so the Trip Out palette, in case you want to check that one out. Then Meuss Magic, again, I spoke about this brand already, and I still don't know how to pronounce it properly, so I don't make anyone angry because I don't know. So Meuss Magic, this is the Meuss Magic eyeshadow palette, 12 shades with mattes and shimmers. This is already available when you are seeing this, and this has of course a soft vibe but still powerful. Soft and powerful, sweeties, that is kind of me, you know. I think this is really pretty. I think it has 2 shimmers, I want to say, but I could be wrong, but maybe 2 shimmers and the rest is mattes. And again, also here the range from light to dark is super nice. Also here the shades are next to each other in the color wheel. This is going to be a super easy palette to work with, you know. So I have not tried this brand, cannot tell you about the performance of the formula, but just color wise this should be, even though it is super colorful, it might feel intimidating, this should be easy to work with, you know. So, and that is always something that I'm looking out for, because you know, I love stuff that is easy to work with. Let's face it. Okay, Crystal Fairy Cosmetics is a new brand for me, and they're coming out with the Changeling eyeshadow palette, which is so cute. So this brand is inspired by crystals, fairies, and other folklore. Yeah, okay, available in a couple of weeks. This is going to retail for $22.22, I think. I hope nobody is pranking me, but I think this is what it says here. Yeah, and the palette itself gives me forest, nature. It gives me nature vibes, definitely, you know, which kind of makes sense. Folklore and I don't know, fairies, maybe too dark for fairies really, but something that is maybe like forest fairies, you know. Just making this up, but it kind of feels that way, you know. So anyway, this is gonna go live in a couple of weeks from Crystal Fairy Cosmetics. All right, then let's also talk about Wonga Beauty. Let me just double check this. Wonga Beauty, and that is a new brand for me, and they're coming out with 5 shades of matte liquid lipsticks, which you can see here, and I think they're super pretty. Now, I am personally not into matte liquid lipsticks, as you probably by now all know, because I like it sparkly and I like it shiny and all of that. I'm not too much into matte liquid lipsticks, but color wise, and maybe you are into matte liquid lipsticks, these are really pretty, and I think also super wearable, you know, wearable for like people, for like, I love colors like this, just not in matte for me personally, but this is available now in case you want to check this out. I don't have a price. Now, I'm so glad that I don't have my hair open, because otherwise I would go the whole time like this. Yeah, it is just, you know, I can't stop myself. So you gotta live with that today. Okay, iHeart Revolution is coming out with a collab with Disney, and they are coming out with the Aristocats Marie collection. Okay, I think I watched the Aristocats movie. Did I? When my kids were smaller, maybe, I don't remember. It's about cats, right? And I love cats. So I also got tagged in this because people know that I love cats. So this is the Stay Sassy palette, and there are also lashes, there are lip products, there are highlighters. And the highlighters retail for $8 a piece, the lip glosses for $7 a piece, and the eyeshadow palette for $20, the lashes for $10, and there is a mirror, and there is a paw brush. Okay, and this is all already available now. I think the palette is cute. Do I have all this? Yes. I I have all this, so I probably don't need this. The theme is cute, though I always have to say that I personally do not connect to any, I don't know, movies or stuff like this, because I cannot even remember the last time I watched something on TV, because I don't have time, sweeties. I'm working too hard. I don't have time. So that's why connection to movies, while I understand it for a lot of people, for the broad audience, basically, I do totally get it. It's just for me personally, I don't connect to stuff that way. Okay, but anyway, let's talk about Lunatic Cosmetic Labs. They are coming out with the Timeless palette, which is so classy, and I really like it about that palette. It is so classy, color wise, also packaging wise. I think it is really pretty. Is this my most favorite color scheme? Well, obviously not, but I think this is beautiful for what it is. You know, it's a neutral palette with basically a mauve shade, which is nice for most people. Most people will love this, you know, because not most people love this. So yeah, 7 shades, and you can have bold looks, you can have super neutral daytime looks if that is what you're into. Yeah, and also the packaging is absolutely charming. So that is from Lunatic Cosmetics Labs, in case you want to check this out. Then Lady Luck Beauty Shop is coming out with the Sad Girl Payasa collection. There is nothing sad about this. This is just so happy. If you ask me. This is how the palette looks. You have 4 pressed glitters in there, and of course the rest. Wait, there are 10 mattes, there are 6 shimmers, and is this shimmers? Apparently this is shimmers. I don't know. I would say this is pressed glitters the way it looks, but anyway, so there are also lashes, there are also lippies, and there's also a handheld mirror, and this has already launched in case you want to check this out from Lady Luck Beauty Shop. I don't have prices, unfortunately, cannot tell you, but yeah, if you like it, then please go to the website and check it out. Then I also definitely wanted to talk about Toffee Cosmetics, because they are coming out with the Spring Symphony bundle, which looks like this, and if this is not a beautiful harmony and symphony, then please let me know what is, if this is not, because it is. You know, this is now available from Toffee Cosmetics, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. If you are into loose pigments, this is beautiful. Of course, don't forget that this is also on a beautiful background, and it is absolutely beautifully done together with the shades of the pigments, but still, also beyond that, I think this is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so this whole bundle retails for $36 or $7 each, whatever you want, you know, and that is that. Then we also need to talk about Menagerie Cosmetics, because you probably all know by now that the next collab that Menagerie Cosmetics is coming out with is in collaboration with Annette, our friend Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner, and this is the outside packaging. This is going to be the Serenity Palette. So excited for Annette, because Annette has been such a big support and also help, like on a private level for me personally, giving me advice in certain things when I was still, like, I think below 1,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate her. I can't keep up with her, that is for sure, because she is really on the roll with things, and of course her channel has exploded. So happy for her, and now she gets to collab with Menagerie Cosmetics. Of course, we also know that she's a big supporter and fan of Menagerie Cosmetics, so and that is just like a normal thing, not a normal thing, but I don't know, a thing that just feels natural to happen, this collab, you know? So anyway, this is coming on May 1st. As of right now, when I'm filming this, I have not seen anything in the palette, but this shall be awesome. This shall be absolutely awesome. I don't know if I will be able to get this, because the run on this is gonna be just as bad or even worse than the Shroud Cosmetics and Beauty Bean palette, I'm sure. I hope that Menagerie Cosmetics has more in stock than back then Shroud Cosmetics. I still haven't gotten my Shroud Cosmetics palette, you know, and I ordered this on launch, so just saying, maybe at some point I will get this, because of course I also want to support Annette in this beautiful journey that she's having, but let's see how it looks. Okay, I think they're saying here that it will be revealed maybe even by the time you're seeing this, how the palette looks. So cannot tell you right now, because as of right now, cannot look into the future, even though today I look like I could, but I can't. can't. Yeah, okay, let's talk about another new brand, and that is Lali's Beauty Shop. That is the first time I think I'm speaking about this brand, and they're coming out with the Smile Now, Cry Later eyeshadow palette, including 7 shades, 4 mattes, 2 shimmers, and 1 pressed glitter, retailing for $25. This is a palette, I think in the shape of a bunny. Is it? I think it might be a bunny. Yeah, but anyway, this is how it looks. A very, very rosy and red and coral color scheme in case you like 7-pan palettes, you know, and this is what you're looking for. You might want to check this out. This is now available for purchase for $25. Then I also wanted to show you something new from la-reina Cosmetics, which is so gorgeous because this is again one of these grounding palettes that I'm just so vibing with. And this is that one. This is the High Expectations eyeshadow palette. This has 12 shades. It has a mix of matte shimmers and pressed glitters. I think 2 pressed glitters. This is dropping on April 28th, and I think this is stunning. This is stunning because it is so dark. It has, again, these grounding earth vibes, and I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. Yeah, so do I have a price? No, I don't have a price, but this is launching basically soon, in a week or so, okay, when you're seeing this in a week. Then I definitely also wanted to talk about this is what I always say, I definitely want to talk about Siren XO because they're coming out with a new eyeshadow palette. This is coming soon. I don't think I have a name yet for this, but this is an all matte palette giving you a whole range of colorful shadows. No black, no white, which I personally do appreciate because we all have that in this palette or that, right? So, but this is all matte, all colorful. In case you want to check this out, this is coming soon from Siren XO. Then another really, really pretty palette is from Honey Drip Cosmetics. It's this one right here, and this is the Hi Honeys 420 palette. This palette has 12 shades, and this is already available. This is already available when you're seeing this. I think color scheme wise, it's brilliant. Color scheme wise, absolutely brilliant and beautiful. Shape of the palette, not my thing, completely honest, because it's just not me, you know. I like them just really, really simple, my palettes, and square, and I'm not even into really round palettes personally. I just like it like really simple, you know, just that way. But color scheme wise, it's absolutely beautiful, really, really beautiful. I do not have a price, but yeah, it's really pretty. Okay, let's also talk about something super, super exciting because it also involves a new brand, and that is called Palace Identity. And if you just know me a tiny little bit, you know how much I am into royalty, queens, kings, all of that, because I kind of consider myself that too. And if I hear palace, if I hear crown, if I hear throne, if I hear things like this, it just goes like click, and my brain turns on, you know what I mean? So Palace Identity is a sister brand, I think, don't want to say something wrong, but it is connected to CC Cosmetics, okay? And they are coming out in a collaboration together with this. This is the Memories of Tang collection. And if you go to the Instagram of Palace Identity, it is pure bliss. A pure bliss because all of it is like this, like special and amazing and thought through and just stunning, you know, absolutely stunning. So here you see the Peony Blush Compact. I mean, just look at it. It's what you see there on the left side with the flower in it. It's a blush. Then the item in the middle is the Golden Reindeer Loose Setting Powder, where you have a golden reindeer on top of the compact, you know. It is so insanely beautiful. And then you have on the right side the Hippogriff pressed matte setting powder. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning, and all of that is available on Madage Beauty London, because on Madage Beauty London's website you can buy also these things, okay? So that is just super beautiful. And I also wanted to point out, because I have featured Madage Beauty London here on my channel already quite some time, and I'm just wanted to point out that they have amazing pressed eyeshadows. Not in a palette yet. I have the feeling they're working on it, but they have 40 singles. Is that true? I think they have 40 shades. Yes, 40 shades of colorful and also neutral shades. So please, if you're looking into something new to try, maybe even if you're from Europe and don't want to use stuff necessarily from America because you have to order it from like overseas and whatever, then this might be something you want to look into, because I've tried the formula and I really, really liked it. So they have 40 shades. This is just one of them. This is the shade Mint. That is an obvious one, but it's a very, very nice spring color also, and I really, really like it. And again, formula is really nice. I do have a code with Menagerie Beauty. It's not affiliated, so you can save some money, you know? Anyway, let us also move on to Bare Beauty. Bare Beauty I've also showed you here already on my channel, because I have the first collection. I have the palette of the first collection that he came out with, which was a green palette. Now he's coming out with his second collection, and this is the Equality collection, and this is what it looks like, and I think this is so, so cool. So he's coming out with, of course, this beautiful palette. He's coming out with brushes. He's coming out with lip products and highlighters and a fan. I don't know if this is just a decoration or if this is part of the collection. Anyway, and he is doing that in collaboration. No, he's not doing it in collaboration, but he's raising money for Minus 18. That is a youth organization or a charity based in Australia, and that's what it is. So I think this looks absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I don't have prices, and I don't know when is this coming. This is coming on April 24th. In case you want to check this out, or maybe if you live in Australia and you want something local, then this might be something you want to check out. Then, sweeties, another item that leaves me breathless, and that is from Godita Gang, and they're launching a new eyeshadow palette. This is so me. This is so beautiful. It's a 15 pan palette. It has mattes and shimmers and pressed glitters. It's beautiful. This is coming soon. I don't have a price. I don't have a date. But what is this called? Half of the name is cut off. Something Girlz. Something Girlz. Okay, but this is beautiful. The color scheme is stunning. Absolutely lovely. Yeah. Well done, Godita Gang. Super, super nice. Okay, sweeties, let's also talk about Forever Purple Cosmetics, because they're coming out with a non-purple palette, which is this one. This is the new Smoke and Slay 420 eyeshadow palette. 12 shades, a mix of 8 mattes, 3 shimmers, and 1 pressed glitter. Okay, all right. This has launched already when you're seeing this. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And the nice thing about this is that it is unexpected, you know? I really, really appreciate that, because I think this is a really, really cool color combination. You can do amazing looks like this, and you can like go opposite the color wheel, which is not so easy to work with necessarily, but you still can do a lot of nice combinations with this, because the orange and the yellow are next to each other, the yellow and the green are next to each other. You just have to be careful with the red leaning shades or orange and the green, not to mix it or get it too close. But I think if you know how to work with a palette like this can be incredible. So yeah, this should be live already for pre-order. I think. But yeah, from Forever Purple Cosmetics, I do not have a price for this one. Then let's talk about now the name, please forgive me, Las Granudas Cosmetics. I hope, please, sweeties, help me, okay? They are coming out with a new collection, and this is the Lucy Love limited collection, and it includes 3 wispy style lashes. Then we have the Lucy Love limited collection eyeshadow palette, 12 shades, and it has a mix of mattes and shimmers for $30. What does do the lashes cost? About $11 to $12, depending on which style you're using. The palette is kind of a 2/3 neutral and then 1/3 blue palette, which can be super, super nice. You know, there is a vibe to neutrals with blue. There is a reason why for the longest time people came out with neutrals palettes with a pop of blue. You know, this is way more than that. Let's just make sure we understand that this is way more than that. While you can do super soft looks, again, you can also go super bold, which is really, really nice. And then of course you have those lashes, which also look super beautiful. Yeah, so this is already available now from Las Granudas Cosmetics, I think, sweeties. Oh god, I hope that I'm not butchering this. Okay, then let's talk about Sugar Drizzle Polish, because Sugar Drizzle is coming out with this palette, which is the Sugar Drizzle palette, and this features 12 buttery soft duochrome sugar inspired eyeshadows. Yeah, just hand it over. This is beautiful. And again, here I feel like forest fairies or something, but that's just me. Because it's green and it also like purples. I don't know why purple also speaks forest, and maybe it's like mystical, something mystical about purples. I just really, really love purples too. Unfortunately, I do not have a date or a price, but this is really, really pretty. Then let's also talk about the new palette from X&O Cosmetics, which looks like this. This is, let me just see, the Diamonds Girl's Best Friend eyeshadow palette, so true. And this is how she looks. And also this one feels mature, you know, dark and mature, which is really, really cool. Again, palettes like this, just, I love this, you know, I love dark looks, as you can see, and I think this is brilliant. Super, super beautiful, though you have to know that you have a lot of shimmers in this palette. Let me just check this. You have 16 shades all together, and they're basically, I think, just 2 mattes in the palette, just 2 mattes, and then the black is, I think, a matte with a micro glitter. I might be wrong, but I think maybe 3 mattes, the rest is shimmers. Okay, just so you know that this has an overwhelming amount of shimmery shades, and if that is what you like, then you know this might be your thing. This retails for $30, and this is already available now on X&O Cosmetics on the website. I do have a code with X&O Cosmetics too, in case you want to use it, and this is how it looks. Really, really pretty. Okay, then let's also talk about baby face lashes, because they're coming out with the Motherhood collection. I think this is the second installment, because I do recall having spoken about a different Motherhood palette already. But this is now, this palette that we're talking about, a 16 pan eyeshadow palette with a mix of mattes and shimmers, and this will be up for pre-order on April 26th. And there's also a 10-piece brush set together with this, which is beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Also here you have, of course, in the palette, cold neutrals, mauve shades. It's a very, very wearable palette, and I think it's really pretty. Also has nice depth in the palette, and overall it's a softer leaning palette while still being kind of colorful, you know? So that is going up for pre-order super, super soon. Then definitely we need to talk about Lois Cosmetics. People have been contacting me left and right. Are you going to get the Lois Cosmetics palette? You know, stuff like that. So yeah, this is how she looks. I am a big fan of Lois Cosmetics. I do have her 2 previous palettes. Because I just ordered the Alien Cosmetics palette, which was really, really expensive for $65. I cannot order this right now because I kind of have to also be reasonable with what I can do. I might get myself this later, you know, if it is still available, because it is super, super beautiful. I also like to, of course, support Lois Cosmetics. Also, the outer packaging is beautiful. Everything about this palette is just right and is Leorah. You know, it's just that right now I cannot order this too, because I ordered already stuff before this drop. This is launching on April 28th, and this retails for £29, which is about $40, you know. So I have to pace myself a little bit. I'm planning on getting this if I can, you know. So I think it's super, super beautiful. I mean, just look also at the swatches. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. It's a very, very grounding palette. Also, again, it's really, really nice. Okay, Darling Doll Cosmetics is coming out with the Cyper Babe palette, which looks like this. It's a palette leaning from like purple, blue, and then going into like a corally pinkish section, which is beautiful. Also, this palette, because these shades are next to each other kind of in the color wheel, this should be really, really nice to work with. Really, really nice to work with. Yeah, and that is basically what I know. Do I know anything else? It retails for $45, and it's available now for pre-order in case you want to check this out from Darling Doll Cosmetics. Then a sneak peek from Boundless Beauty, because they're coming out with something that will look something like that. Okay, I have not much more information, but it's going to be a very, very vibrant palette with mattes and shimmers and pressed glitters, and that is basically all I know. So I just wanted to quickly throw in this sneak peek for Boundless Beauty. Okay, then let's also talk about this one. This is from Notorious Artistry and Cosmetics, and this is the Notorious palette. Okay, so we have here a sunset kind of a palette, which is pretty, very, very pretty, very summery, very fiery. And this is what she looks. There is a black and there is a white in the palette, and you have, I think, 3 neutrals, and the rest is going to be like really, really colorful shades. It says here it has 15 highly pigmented matte shades, and there is a hint of glitter in, I think, 2 of the matte shades, but there are no shimmers and no glitters in the palette. Okay, so this is basically more or less an all matte palette, retailing for $32, and this is now available for purchase in case you want to check this one out. The swatches look also really, really nice. All matte palettes, not necessarily personally my thing, but I know that a lot of people really, really like all matte looks, so this might just be your thing. Then another new brand, which is so, so cool because it has just the loveliest name, and this is Libellula, I think, Libellula Beauty and Cosmetics, which is coming out with this one. This is coming at some point during the summer. This is a sneak peek. This is coming, I guess, in July at some point. The Summer Sun eyeshadow palette. I think it's so cute. It is so, so cute. While being super light, also having a nice dark shade in there to deepen up the looks in case you choose to. And you have, of course, shimmers and mattes and pressed glitters, and this is what it looks like. And I don't have a price, but this is coming at some point from Libellula or Libellula. Yeah, so really, really cool. Okay, then Butonomy is coming out with the Julie and the Phantoms inspired eyeshadow palette. Now, I have no idea what that is. That might also be a TV show. Again, coming across as completely ignorant, I'm not ashamed of it. I just don't have that life, you know, I just don't know. Okay, so anyway, they're coming out with this palette. It has 8 shades, it has 4 mattes and 4 shimmers, and this is what it looks like. It retails for $25. It's a kind of soft leaning palette, but it also has nice depth to it. So in case you want to check this one out, then this is from Butonomy. Okay, sweeties, let us feature another new brand, and that is Press Play Beauty. This is another brand that is gaming inspired, and this is the Love Games eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. And again, this is a very, very soft palette, really, really nice for romantic looks, really sweet, probably too soft for me personally, even though I know that I look amazing in colors like this, you know, like cold neutrals, mauvey tones, really, really pretty. There's also a rose gold in there, and I think it is actually a super, super nice palette, also giving you some depth there. And this is already live when you're seeing this, and I think this is really, really nice, and I'm so glad that I found a new brand. So this is Press Play Beauty. Okay, then let's also talk about this one. This is from Mamacita Cosmetics. They're coming out with a new loose pigment stack bundle, which you can see here, and of course also the swatches, which looks like sugar crystals. Really, really beautiful. Yeah, and this is Mamacita Cosmetics. I don't have a price for this, but just wanted to show you because it's really, really pretty. Okay, sweeties, let us also talk about Hip Dot, because Hip Dot is collaborating with Reese's, and they're coming out with this. So we have 3 palettes or 2 palettes. We have, I think, 2 palettes. One is the white chocolate palette, retailing for $16, and then we have the milk chocolate palette. One is of course a little bit lighter, and one is of course a little bit darker. Then you have Reese's scented lip balms for $14, and then you have a brush set, and then you have the whole thing for $74. Okay, yeah, color scheme wise, you have to be into neutrals, of course. It kind of really makes sense when you collaborate with Reese's. I think it's cute. It's not for me. Definitely Hip Dot is a brand that I do want to try, because they also do have amazing colorful palettes that are personally for me more interesting. And I've also heard from one of my besties who has just tried Hip Dot that she really, really liked the formula. So I'm definitely going to try Hip Dot at some point soonish. Once I get around to it. But yeah, so for now, this is what I can tell you. This is available now on their website in case you want to check out this collaboration between Hip Dot and Reese's. Then I also wanted to tell you about this one, because ColourPop is coming out with these eyeshadow quads, and this is the Sweet Life collection. Now, for me, this is a little bit too subdued. Okay, if I would have all of this in one palette, honestly, this could be nice. This could be actually really, really nice as a neutral-ish leaning palette, but as quads. Anyway, not too much into quads, but there you have 6 of them in case you want to check it out. You always have 2 mattes and 2 shimmers or metallic glitters. in each quad, and they retail for $9 each, in case you want to check this out. Okay, so anyway, let us also talk about this one. This is Wet n Wild collaborating with SpongeBob. Again, not really connecting to SpongeBob. I personally feel SpongeBob, the whole series, is really, really annoying. My kids watch it once in a while, and just the noises these characters in the cartoon make, yeah, but that might be because I have 7 children and they make noise, and then the TV makes noise, and no matter what they watch, it's going to tick me off, you know? That might be true. Okay, so anyway, the Nautical Nonsense eyeshadow palette retailing for $15. Of course, that's a very good price for a palette at that size. And yeah, and then you have all kinds of sponges and all kinds of stuff in case you want to check this out from Wet n Wild. This is a pass for me, obviously, but in case you want to, then feel free to check this out. Okay, Spoiled Lips Cosmetics is coming out with the Gamer Girl palette, and thank you so much for the tag, because this is really, really cool. Color-wise, is really, really cool. Again, shape-wise, not so much my thing, but I think the colors in the palette look absolutely beautiful. So yeah, it says here, the ultimate palette for all your neon dreams. These colors will bring your makeup game to the next level. Yeah, and this is how it looks. I think very, very fun color scheme. Also nice depth in the palette in case you're interested in something like that. Then Hidden Jewels Cosmetics is also a new brand. Again, also thank you for the tag. Please, sweeties, feel free to send me links to releases that you want me to talk about by DM on my Leorah Cosmetics Instagram. It really, really helps me out. Otherwise, I would maybe not have found this one, for example. So they're coming out with 2 palettes. There might be more, I don't know, but as of right now, I can see 2 palettes. One of them is the Earth palette, which looks like this. Absolutely beautiful. The packaging, stunning. The palette, stunning. Absolutely intrigued. This is beautiful. 12 shades per palette. Yeah. And then the other one, let me just skip over to my the other place where I saved it. This is the Rebirth palette, and also this one is a very, very beautiful palette. Of course, a completely different vibe, but also here packaging absolutely beautiful, super, super well executed. Yeah, this is going to be available soon. I do not have a price for this, but yeah, Hidden Jewels Cosmetics, absolutely super well done, really. Okay, let's also talk about the Pastel Roses Cosmetics, because they're coming out with new products. I only have one sneak peek here. I'm sure there's going to be more because they say new products coming soon. So this is just a sneak peek of something that looks spectacular. I have a video here which you of course cannot see. I'm going to try to take screenshots. This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I shall definitely have to update you on whatever is coming there from the Pastel Roses Cosmetics. Then I also wanted to talk about, and we're almost done, sweeties, I also wanted to talk about something new from Sample Beauty, because they're coming out with liquid eyeshadows, and this is how they look. And now personally, you know that I am not too much into liquid eyeshadows, but I just wanted to show you because the colors are so happy and bright and amazing. So I just wanted to show you this. I don't unfortunately have a price for this, but in case you, or maybe I do, £5. £5 each in case you want to. This is called the Capacity Liquid Eyeshadows. Yeah, so you will find it on their website. Okay, my lovelies, and with that we are officially done for today. I have to say, I hope you didn't feel it too much. But I have to say that it was extremely hard for me to film today, because I'm just so exhausted that it was very, very hard for me to concentrate. Also, it's starting to get really hot. I mean, you can see that I'm, yeah, it's getting really, really hot, which is not helping. So don't want to sit here and complain, because I'm actually still really, really happy to be here and be in front of the camera. But in case I was a little bit frazzled today, it was because I'm just super exhausted and I just need to go to bed at some point. Yeah. But I still have a whole day ahead of me, just saying. Okay, sweeties, let me know what you think about this week's releases, because I think there were again so many beautiful things, and it's so cute when you guys say that every single time you click on my video that is such a huge temptation to buy stuff. Sweeties, I'm with you. I feel the same. It's sometimes it's really hard, right? But yeah, so we all can make, of course, our choices what we want, or maybe sometimes you can say, you know what, I can have this later. We do not need to buy everything, you know, when it drops. But anyway, I think there were amazing things there and also amazing sneak peeks of the things to come, and I'm just so grateful that I can sit here with you and talk about it and feature them, because in my world indie brands just are everything, you know, and I want to give them the platform to shine and to just have some exposure, because these people are for the most part working really hard, and I really appreciate what they do and their creativity. So that's why I'm here featuring them. Okay, sweeties, you will of course find everything that I can link in the description box down below of the brands that I've been speaking about. Of course, you will also find my links to my social media for all looks and more looks and flat lays and swatches and everything. Please go to my Leorah Cosmetics Instagram. When it comes to makeup looks, that is the main place to go to. And of course, also I have styling content in case you're leaning more towards that. Besides that, you will also find, of course, all my discount codes that I have with the different brands in the description box. And in case you want to know what I have on my face today, you will find it in a pinned comment, as always, in my new makeup releases videos, because the description box is too small for me. Okay, so sweeties, I shall see you here tomorrow for my next video. Before you leave, and if you're not subscribed yet, then please subscribe to my channel, because it's just a good place to be and you will have a lot of fun here, I promise you. And besides that, I'll see you here tomorrow, and up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.